Alright, if you hear music, it's my neighbors, not me. Hey guys, I'm Natalie and welcome to or back to my channel. The quality might look a little weird on my videos. I'm sorry because I'm switching between my camera and my phone. A lot of my last video was actually on my phone. Right now I'm on my camera, so I'm getting used to the whole talking to the lens and not the viewfinder. So if you see me like looking over here like a dog looking at a squirrel or something, like, I'm sorry. Today I'm actually going to be doing my DCP tag, and if you haven't seen my acceptance video already, please go and check that out. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, this is my first sit down video and no one's home right now, so like you guys should really see my setup right now. You're on my couch and my laptop is right here and my camera's like sitting on that and I'm on the floor. Okay. So I'm getting used to the whole filming thing. We'll see how this goes. If you noticed by the title, today I'm doing my DCP tag. I actually don't know my location yet. We get our location a couple weeks before we arrive. So I will 100% be doing a location reveal when I find out. But anyways, let's get into it. So there's 10 questions. I haven't really thought about the answer to any of these questions. I've only just typed them out, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, question number 1. How did you hear about the program? I first heard about the program when I was in 7th grade. I was on YouTube and I was watching like random YouTube videos. And I just distinctly remember thinking like, oh, like you have to like audition to be like a character in Disney World, and I don't know like why I was thinking about it or anything, but I came across someone's audition experience video. That's really where I first heard the Disney college program, and from there I started like looking further into it, like, what is this? I've never heard about this before. So yeah, that's how I first found out about the program. Okay, number 2, how was the interview process? So because of COVID, the process actually changed a lot from what I was familiar with from watching other people's videos. When I was watching everyone else's DCP experience, I know that they had their regular application, they had their WBI, which I also did both of those, and they also had a phone interview. Now, leading up to me actually applying for my college program, I spent so many hours like watching videos of people's phone interviews to prepare for mine. Like I found like lists of like 175 questions or something, and I would like sit there and like answer all of them like according to like what rules I thought I wanted and everything. After COVID hit and they sent everyone home from that program and the applications opened back up, they didn't have a phone interview anymore. So at the time when they opened back up, I wasn't able to apply for my program, but I obviously wanted to see what changes had been made. So I'm looking into it and I'm seeing that there's no longer a phone interview, and I'm really like, wow, thinking of how many hours I spent preparing for that phone interview, and it's not gonna happen now. But it's okay, it was one less thing for me to be anxious about, and if you saw my acceptance video, I was so anxious just waiting for my answer. As far as I know currently for my program for fall 2022, you do have a small phone interview if you say that you're interested in becoming a lifeguard. And I'm pretty sure that that's just to make sure that you're like certified or you've had training before. But I didn't have a phone interview, I just had my application and my WBI. The WBI was okay. The one thing that you should make sure of is that your answers are pretty consistent with each other. They're kind of gonna ask some questions that are very similar to each other in different wording. So yeah, be prepared for that. And also in your ranking from like 1 to 5, it could ask you a question like, I'm always on time. And you'll have like 5 options from like strongly disagree to strongly agree. You wanna stay within the strongly agree and strongly disagree. You don't really wanna pick anything in the middle. They wanna see that you're assertive and you're confident about all of your answers. So yeah, that is my tip to you that are applying. Okay, number 3, where were you when you found out you were accepted? I don't think I have the video of it anymore actually, but I was literally in my bed. Like, nothing super exciting. I wasn't with my friends, I wasn't at school or anything. I was in my bed and I had just woken up. Like, no joke, just woken up. And I was literally just laying in my bed and I saw like I had my email notifications on there. So I tapped those and I saw one that was like something about reporting your COVID thing from like the Walt Disney Company. And I'm like, I don't know why they would send me this. And I scrolled a little farther and it said like congratulations on like the title subject. So I sat up super fast, obviously, and like, what? And I go to my email. My mom wasn't home, but I didn't know this. So I'm scrolling through my email, I tap on it, and it was like, congratulations, you have been accepted. I immediately started crying. I was screaming like at the top of my lungs. And I was so sure that my mom was like so concerned about like what was happening. Like maybe she thought there was a spider in my room or something. I don't know. She wasn't home. But the first thing that I did was I texted my friends and then I called my mom. I was crying. I was literally like sitting on the floor crying because I'm gonna keep saying this multiple times. I've been planning on doing this since I was in the 7th grade, and like when it actually happens, it's like, it's crazy. So yeah, that is where I was when I found out. All right, question number 4, what is your role or your preferred role? Now, like I said, I'm gonna do a location reveal where I talk about my role and everything later when I find out. But for my preferred roles, I would love to be a character performer in the idea that I would love to dance in the parades. I've been dancing since I was like 3 years old, so that would really be super cool. I'm not super interested in being a princess or anything like that. I'm also kind of short. I'm like 5'1", 5'2" on my license, and most princesses I'm pretty sure have to be like, I think minimum is 5'2", 5'3", so. And Disney tends to measure you a little bit shorter than you actually are. I would love to be a character performer. I would love to dance in parades, but right now that's not open to college programmers. So my fingers are mostly crossed for photo pass, children's activities, or attractions somewhere. I was on Zoom with a couple people last night and they were also talking about the roles that they wanted. So yeah, I think that those would probably be my top 3. How did you find your roommates and how many do you want? So, at Flamingo Crossings Village, I'm pretty sure that you can only have 4 roommates, like 4 people in the apartment total. I don't think you can have any less than that, and I don't think you can have any more either. You can actually only link with 1 person right now, and I think that I found a roommate. I'm not really sure, things could change in the next couple months, but my advice to people that are trying to find roommates is join the group chats. It's kind of overwhelming to look at first glance. I'm literally in so many things right now, like it's terrifying. I'm in like 6 different Snapchat groups, and I'm probably in like 10 GroupMe's. Like I just opened a GroupMe and I have 198 notifications that I haven't looked at. But for the past like week, I have been on Zoom every single night with like a pretty good group of people that I consider to be pretty good friends at this point, and I'm very excited to meet up with them. I actually do have a lot of anxiety about this kind of stuff. Getting to know a couple people beforehand, even if their dates aren't the same as yours, it really alleviates some of that stress that you've got, at least is in my opinion. But one thing that I really want to say is that every single person that I've met has been so nice and so funny. These are like some of the sweetest people that I've ever met in my entire life. So yeah, that's my answer. Okay, number 6, what are you gonna miss while in the program? My friends. I don't really think that I have like a super like big group of like a lot of people or anything. I do have a couple of friends that go away for college, so I won't be able to see them when they come back, you know? And then my friends that stay at home for college, I won't be able to see them. I do have a couple of friends that are still in high school, so I'm super sad I won't be able to see them either. Also, another thing that I'm going to miss is my job, which sounds really weird. I have 2 jobs right now. My retail job I'm gonna miss because I absolutely love my coworkers so much, and I really love my job. My other job is I teach at my dance studio, and I absolutely adore all of those kids with like my entire heart and soul. I'm going to cry at their performance this year, but I'm sad that I'm not gonna see them. I'm gonna miss my mom because I rely on my mom for a lot of stuff. And I know that all of these people are 1000% one call away, but it's just gonna be very different because I'm not like away for school or anything. Like I live at home. I've never really been away from home before. I'm not nervous about being away from home. I think that I can be independent and I can be successful at being independent. I'm just gonna miss people. And I'm super excited to meet a lot of people that are from literally all over the place, and then that'll be my little crew, my little group for those couple of months. So yeah. Okay, number 7, what is your favorite Disney park? My favorite park has gotta be Magic Kingdom. I mean, what else? I'm definitely a Splash Mountain girl. I know that they're gonna be renovating it. I have no idea when though. If anyone knows, let me know because I have no idea when that's gonna start. I also love the way they decorate all of the lands, and I'm also a sucker for Small World. I know, don't come after me, but like Small World like makes me wanna cry. Like not in like a oh my god I'm creeped out way. I just love that ride. What is the first thing you wanna do when you get there? It's kind of a weird question to ask because when I get there, I'm gonna have to decorate. So I want to decorate. Another thing I want to do is meet up with some of the people that I've met that are doing the program. We don't all have the same dates, but a lot of our dates do overlap. So I would love to meet up with them. I honestly don't really know what I'm the most excited for. I think I'm just excited for like the overall like ambiance and experience of the whole thing. But yeah, I want to decorate, I want to bond with my roommates, I want to meet some new people. And even though Happily Ever After isn't running right now, I want to watch fireworks. Okay, number 9, what is the number 1 thing on your bucket list? I don't really think I have a number 1 thing on my bucket list, but I'll tell you a couple things that I'm really excited to do that are on my DCP bucket list. Alright, some things off of my bucket list is traditions. I think that that's given. The kitchen sink at Beaches and Cream. I would love to do that with like my roommates or some friends that I make down there. I am also extremely determined to get Galactic Hero on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin. I do have a bucket list written out, so if you guys want to hear what's on it, let me know. I'll make a video about that as well. And number 10, what is one thing that you hope to take away from the program? I hope that I get to make a lot of friends. That is one thing. I'm super excited to meet people that are from literally all over the place. One thing that I want to take away from the program is I want to bring out a lot more of my authenticity. Like I said, this is my first time being away from home, so I'm going to be around people that have never ever met me before. Like, I'm going into completely new territory. These people don't know anything about me, and I can just be myself, and if they don't accept that, like, they don't have to. I feel like always being at home around the same people, they kind of like expect things out of you. When you're in new territory, no one knows what to expect. So yeah, I think that I'm super excited to just exist around a bunch of people that are there for the exact same reason as me, and I really just like can't wait to get started. So yeah, that is my DCP tag. I will let you guys know 100% when I get my role, and if there's anything else that you guys want to see from me, let me know. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Please give it a like, subscribe. I will never get used to saying that. That's so weird. And I will see you guys in my next video.